What I find more frightening and saddening than the thousands of rockets flying over my head here in Jerusalem, or the rioting and hatred in Lud and Haifa, in Akko and in Sheikh Jarrah, is the surfacing of virulent anti-Semitism in London, in New York, and in Canada, the capitals of the world. Why is it that, far from being a thing of the past, anti-Semitism continues to fester beneath the surface, ready to erupt whenever there's the slightest pretext? In early 1941, almost the entire Mir Yeshiva escaped from Vilna to Kobe in Japan and thence to Shanghai in China. One day, one of the Yeshiva Bochrim, one of the Torah students, was making his way through the market in Shanghai, and above the many voices speaking in Chinese, he heard a voice bellowing in a language he understood. It was coming from a radio in an upstairs apartment. The voice was screaming like an animal. It was saying, "Come, let us rid ourselves of this people who will not let us live in peace." And behind the voice there rose up in a rhythmic chant thousands of voices, "Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!" The boy was shaken. He ran back to the yeshiva and he told Rav Chetzkel Levenstein what he'd seen. Rav Levenstein said to him, "This time he's telling the truth. This time he's telling the truth. The Jewish people will not let the world live in peace." Hermann Rauschning, in his book Gespräch mit Hitler, writes that Hitler said to him, "The tablets of Mount Sinai have lost their validity. Conscience is a Jewish invention. Like circumcision, it mutilates man. Conscience comes from Sinai." The Torah mandated a revolution in human behavior. Education for all, the sanctity of human life, equality before the law, a vision of world peace where nations would beat their swords into plowshares, the moral imperative to care for the sick, the aged, the orphan, the widow. The Jewish people will not let the world live in peace. Our sages teach us that Mount Sinai, or Sinai in Hebrew, is connected to the word sina, which means hatred. When the Torah descended to this world, it was accompanied by anti-Semitism. One of the Torah's great gifts to the world is the verse in Vayikra, Leviticus, "Love your neighbor as yourself." The Torah came into a world which believed in love yourself, pamper yourself, spend on yourself, grab for yourself, murder for yourself, indulge yourself, go for it. The me generation is ageless. Why should I be surprised at the poisonous hatred of Jews in the capitals of the world? Has anything really changed in the last few thousand years? Is the world less violent, less hedonistic, less selfish than it ever was? And has the world yet hearkened to the Torah's message, love your neighbor as yourself? We are the nation that will not let the world live in peace.